Hello everybody, it is Lisa here from Careful Minds. Welcome to this new meditation video that I've done for you. It is based on the blog that I wrote recently on empathy, which is the first in a series of mindfulness meditations and contemplations that I'm sort of pegging, if you like, around well-known quotes from books, plays and poems, because alongside loving meditation, I'm a bit of a literature geek, so I thought I would combine two of my favourite things. So the quote that I'm using today is from my all-time favourite book, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. And it is probably one of the most famous quotes from that book. It's when Atticus says to his daughter Scout, "You never really understand someone until you see things from their point of view, until you get into their skin and walk around in it." So in this meditation, we're just going to consider what we think Atticus was meaning by this. And as you will know from the blog, for me, it's that empathy that is key, being able to see things from another person's point of view. And it doesn't mean necessarily that we've got to agree with them or their actions. What it does mean is that we can understand that our disagreement comes from our side because we have a differing opinion. And this can help to limit the conflict that we feel. It can prevent us perhaps from engaging in actions that are going to cause hurt and upset to ourselves as much as to the other person. So when we do this meditation, I'm going to use the quote and I'm going to ask you to focus on an individual who perhaps you may struggle with a little bit. It could be a work colleague who you just don't see eye to eye with for some reason. It could be a family member who you have a different point of view with. Whoever that person is, we're going to work with them, but we have to remember that we're doing this in a safe space. We're doing this within our mind, and we're just exploring here, and we're just learning how to manage ourselves. Okay, so I'd like you to bring to mind somebody or a situation where you've had that difference of opinion. Nothing too major. It can be something as relatively minor as deciding who does which of the household chores, for example, and try to put yourself in the position of the other person, simply to try and understand their point of view. You're not going to try and change your own point of view. You're not necessarily going to try and change their point of view. You're just trying to reach a point of understanding, so that you're empathizing in the sense of understanding their opinion. And hopefully you can then take that understanding out of this little meditation and apply it in your life situation, and therefore negotiate that event, that situation, as positively and as constructively as possible. Let's begin with, I'd like to invite you please to sit in your preferred meditation position, making yourself nice and comfortable so that your body doesn't become a source of distraction. And starting to turn the focus of your attention inwards. So I invite you to gently close your eyes if you're comfortable to do so. Or just drop your gaze so that your eyes lose their focus a little bit, and we have that soft gaze that I always talk about. And this is just so that the external environment doesn't become a source of distraction. And start to bring your attention inwards. If it helps, start to notice your breathing. Become aware of the sensation of the breath entering your nose as you breathe in, and feeling it leave again as you exhale. Just taking a few moments using the breath just to allow the mind to settle. Now when you're ready, just remind yourself of the quote that we're using. In To Kill a Mockingbird, Atticus Finch says, "You never really understand a person until you see things from their point of view, until you climb into their skin and walk around in it." Very often when we experience conflict in relationships, it's a lack of empathy, a lack of understanding of the other person's point of view that leads to conflict. So I'm now going to invite you to bring to mind someone quite close to you with whom you have a difference of opinion. Remembering that this can be something really minor, but it's something that causes an obstacle in your relationship. Just take a moment to consider what that situation is and what your own feelings are about that particular situation and how it should be dealt with. Now, if you feel ready to, then try to see the situation from the point of view of the other person. Really trying to let go of your own views, letting go of any sense of judgment or criticism. Just taking the time to genuinely explore why they have the view of that situation that they do. Maybe if you can, recognizing that in the same way that they want to put that situation right, so do you. So in fact, you have more in common with them than you have difficulties. Being in their skin, just take the time to understand where they're coming from. And accept that it's okay to have different opinions. Now just gently letting that focus go. Coming out of their skin, coming back into your own, but carrying with you a better understanding of their take on events and situations. Making a determination to use this better understanding of that person, their thoughts and their feelings, to resolve whatever obstructions, whatever conflicts may have arisen from this incident that you've brought to mind. Now, when you feel ready to, just start to become aware of the space around you. Gently relax your concentration. If your eyes have been closed, start to open them. Or gently bring your eyes back into focus if they've remained open. And then just bring yourself out of the meditation. I hope that taking a little bit of time to think this way helps to resolve any uncomfortable, challenging feelings that may arise when we experience conflict with another person. And do remember, empathy is very important. It helps us to keep each other human at times when it can be quite hard. Thank you very much. I wish you well. Please take care. Stay well. And I'll be back soon with another literature-based meditation. Bye-bye.